Are you ready to journey together into the depths of mystery?
We are your guides, Simurg
and Phoenix.
Welcome to Metanoia.
It's 1937. Midnight hums in silence as a single light flickers inside a laboratory tucked away in the city's old quarters. A man works intently, his sleeves rolled, his mind sharper than the tools he's handling. His name is Jacques Bergier, a chemical engineer, a spy, a mystery hunter.
That night, he waits for someone, a man who made an appointment, not with a phone call or a letter, but by appearing suddenly, days before, uttering only that the matter was urgent. And tonight, the footsteps come. A figure emerges from the shadows.
The man doesn't introduce himself right away. He steps close, leans in, and whispers a warning. You are meddling with a force that has brought civilizations to ruin.
He speaks of atomic energy, still a theory to most of the world. He describes the experiments of Bergier's mentor, Dr. Andre Hellbronner. He knows everything.
Bergier, stunned, stammers, "Who are you? How do you know this?"
The man replies, I am Fulcanelli, and what you are working on now, humanity has achieved before. It destroyed them.
Since the dawn of time, we've feared one thing above all, death. And alongside that fear, we've nursed a desperate longing for its opposite, immortality. Gilgamesh sought it in his epic. Shi Huang of China tried to drink it from a vial of mercury. Alexander the Great marched across continents looking for it.
Each of them failed. Immortality eluded them. But deep beneath the surface of myth and madness, some believe there was another path, a transformation not of the body, but of the soul, a science older than chemistry, a sacred art, alchemy.
To the casual listener, alchemy is just the romantic idea of turning lead into gold. But to the initiated, it's something else entirely, a roadmap to transcendence. And at the heart of that map lies the Philosopher's Stone, the key not only to material transmutation, but to eternal life.
One man in modern history has become synonymous with this pursuit, Fulcanelli.
No one knows his real name, no birth certificate, no death record, only stories. His very name may be symbolic, Vulcan, the Roman god of fire, Eli, a divine name from Hebrew mysticism.
But what makes Fulcanelli more than just an esoteric footnote is what happened in Paris during the early 1900s. Two men, Julien Champagne and Eugène Cancelier, both devoted to alchemy, spend their days in laboratories and libraries, consumed by the search.
In 1915, a stranger approaches young Eugène Cancelier and tells him, I will introduce you to someone out of time.
When Eugène meets Fulcanelli for the first time, he's struck. The man speaks, dresses, and moves like someone from the 16th century, not in costume, as if time had folded over.
They form a circle, a brotherhood. In time, they call it the Brotherhood of Heliopolis, named after the Egyptian city where esoteric wisdom was said to flourish. Here, Fulcanelli's teachings are passed in whispers, never written, never repeated outside.
Then, as mysteriously as he arrived, Fulcanelli vanishes.
10 years pass. Then, in 1926, a book surfaces. It's called The Mystery of the Cathedrals. Only 300 copies are printed. Readers expect spells. What they find are blueprints, encoded messages hidden in the architecture of Gothic cathedrals, sacred geometry, cryptic diagrams, pages laced with Greek, Latin, mirror writing, even forgotten languages.
To the uninitiated, it's nonsense. But to seekers, it's a treasure map, a code pointing toward the Philosopher's Stone. And one phrase above all defines Fulcanelli's philosophy. He who knows does not tell. He who tells does not know.
In 1929, a second book appears, Dwellings of the Philosophers, more architecture, more symbolism. Fulcanelli's genius becomes undeniable. Europe is gripped by his myth, but he, gone once again.
Years later, Cancelier receives a letter. No return address, just a place, Seville. He recognizes the handwriting instantly. He packs his bags.
When he arrives, he's taken blindfolded by a chauffeur into the mountains. There, a commune, children in 16th century clothes, alchemists living in isolation, and Fulcanelli, alive, but different.
He looked younger than me, Cancelier would later say. But when he left us, he was already old.
And then one morning, Fulcanelli walks past him as a woman.
Not disguised, transformed.
This is divine androgyny, a state beyond duality. Male and female energies balanced, opposites reconciled. In Hermeticism, this is not fiction. It is a step in the great work, the magnum opus.
Alchemy has 3 phases: destruction, transformation, and reassembly.
In the East, it's called dying before death. In Sufism, the wise man. In Buddhism, nirvana. In Hinduism, moksha. And in Hermetic alchemy, the magnum opus.
Fulcanelli once said, "In alchemical transmutation, it is not the metals that change, it is the alchemist himself."
And perhaps that's why he returned younger, reborn, whole.
Before leaving, Fulcanelli gives Cancelliate one final message. "The time is coming, my son, when you will no longer need to study alchemy. Seek the sanctuaries of the South."
So what of the warning?
In 1937, 5 years before the Manhattan Project, Fulcanelli tells Jacques Bergier,
Atomic energy is easier to release than you think. Small amounts of metal can destroy entire cities. Radioactivity will poison our skies.
he continues, "This knowledge once destroyed us, but modern physics has no moral compass. You must be warned."
He even explains that certain materials placed in specific geometrical alignments can unlock atomic reactions without electricity. 5 years later, this exact technique appears in early nuclear reactor designs.
Did ancient civilizations know this too?
Democritus in 460 BCE spoke of atoms, knowledge he gained from Egypt, Babylon, and India. And in the Mahabharata, we find the Brahmastra, a divine weapon said to burn with the brilliance of 1,000 suns, melt the earth, and leave survivors disfigured.
Mohenjo-Daro, a city where walls were melted, skeletons irradiated.
These are not just metaphors. These are warnings from a world before memory.
After Bergier publishes The Morning of the Magicians, Fulcanelli becomes a target. The Strategic Services, the future CIA, launches a global manhunt. They buy up alchemical texts. They chase whispers, but they never find him.
Some said Fulcanelli was Cancelliate, others claimed he was Champagne. Still others said he was trained by Basil Valentine, the 14th century alchemist who wrote the 12 Keys.
But maybe that's not the point.
Because if you discovered immortality, if you could bend matter and self, would you share it freely?
Or would you bury it deep within language, symbols, stone?
So who was Fulcanelli? A master alchemist, a traveler across time, a myth?
The truth may be unknowable, but the message remains. Don't chase gold. Become it.
Thank you all very much for listening to the podcast.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave your opinion in the comments.